crafty friends, I have an amazing journal. If you like frilly, lacy, lots of laces and trims, this one's for you. And it is a Halloween journal, as you can probably tell. It's got a beautiful, sexy witch skirt with her legs and her fancy shoes. Very, very cool. And this trim just seemed to go perfectly with it. I used black velvet here. This is the binding and the back. And I used this kit last year. I did a really cool project. It was kind of like a journal with a mini album and a folio and all kinds of stuff. I will link it in the description box down below. And I also did a set of cards with this kit, and I will link that in the description box along with the kit in the Etsy store for you to purchase. The name of the store is Picaboo Creek Designs, but it's spelled Picaboo Creek Designs. So, link will be in the description box. So, let's go inside. This is a little bit smaller than normal. I measured it a second ago. This is the third time I've tried to do this video. 5.5 by 8. The first time I had a fly, I mean, it was like gigantic flying around in here, and it was so loud, I knew you could hear it. We've left the back door open today because it's been really nice out, but now it's kind of gotten chilly. We live way on top of the mountain in the Rocky Mountains, so now that it's fall, it starts to get really chilly when the sun's starting to set. Okay. And if you can hear my dogs barking, they are outside, and I'm really sorry, but it's better than them being inside. All right. Here in the inside cover back pocket, we have this little, I don't know, I'd call it like a little folio. I did not ink anything because I didn't know if the person who would get this would want it inked pink or black or vintage photo. So I figured I'd leave it, and whoever ends up with this can choose to ink it however they like. So that goes back there. And then we have this one. So the images are just phenomenal. I love them. I had a great time with this kit last year, and I think you guys will really enjoy it. And if you haven't seen my other 2 project videos with this, you need to go check those out too when we're done here. So we got basically three different pockets here. A big one, a medium size, and a small. And then, like, look at this cute little image. I think it's adorable. And it just goes so well with these pink laces and trims. So you got a side pocket here. We've got this sexy vampire dude. And look how pretty she is. Well, it's got to be her legs, right? And then this one with the pretty pumpkins, and then the window in the back. So this is kind of more like a journal, more so than normal. It's not as super interactive, but man, this stuff is just gorgeous. All right, we've got a hidden paper clip, and we got some more witch legs that opens up. And look at this. Look at that cute little ghost. You could write something there. And then there's like a little haunted house. And the pocket comes created for you. Okay, that goes under here. This page feels heavy. Look at these side pockets. She makes the best pockets, and they have like a nice gusset so you can fit a bunch of stuff in there. So let's see what we got in here. We've got another pretty witch girl that opens up, and then we have these 2 images you can journal on the back. And then look at the skeleton lady. Is she too much? Look at that hat. And then this is one of the envelopes that comes in the collection. And we've got these two places to journal on the inside. And then I put this on there to hold that envelope closed. So this comes with the collection as well. Okay. All right. Look at that. That is a beautiful witch's pot. That's for sure. Oh, look what we got here. We've got our first pop out. And that's how it looks. And we've got lots of little goodies tucked in here. So each one of these, like there's this pretty image of the witch legs. Then this says, when witches go riding and black cats are seen, the moon laughs and whispers, 'tis near Halloween. So we've got tickets and stamps and that cute little ghost. This one says, the moon has awoken with the sleep of the night. The light has been broken and the spell has begun. So we've got that little teddy bear and more stamps and tickets. And then on this side, we have more witch legs. And we have this place to journal. And then we have a spooky little cat. And look at that cute little witch. So cute. All right. I love doing the pop-ups. I really do. All right. And then we've got the other... Oh, nope. There we go. So we've got this pretty witch and her little witch's brew pot, a pumpkin. And then over here... this always happens. We have this postcard image, really, really pretty. And you don't have to use it as a pocket. You can use it for whatever you like. But here's a cute owl. And this is like a little bookmark with a book and spiders and flowers. And then that image opens up for journaling. And then we have a hidden paper clip there. So you can move the hidden paper clip around to wherever you want, but I just stuck it right there. All right, then we've got this real pretty pocket. Again, she does great with the pockets. She does great with everything, but I super love the pockets. And then we've got this, so we've got like tea for Halloween. Oh God, it makes me want a cup of tea right now. All right, this opens up, and you got some witch legs in there. And then this just holds that shut. I love this. I'm going to show you something. Let me see. So last year, like I said, last year I used this kit and I fussy cut this apothecary cabinet, so it's the same one. And then I fussy cut these images and I used glossy accents on them. And I popped up the flowers and the pumpkin. And I attached it to this. And I had an idea of what I was going to do, but I didn't use it. So I still am going to use this at some point in time, but that's the same image when you do all kinds of fancy stuff to it. All right. Just beautiful papers. Now I'm starting to use some black trim. A beautiful page. Don't you love her little corset that's printed on the paper for you? And then here we've got this black cat in the background with the pumpkin pocket. And we've got this spooky teddy bear tag. And we've got the like a witch's brew drink. And then we've got this little envelope. And I put several things in here. So it's really fun. I actually had somebody recently that purchased an album from me, and they were like, I'm not going to use it to journal in at all. I just want to like look through it and find all the little secret places where stuff is at. So, all right, here's a nice writing page. This says spells, and we've got these 3 little pull-outs that go in that pocket. So really, really talented artist creating this stuff. All right. I love that witch's pot. I love that you can see a little bit of green there. So I put a little tuck spot here, and this just folds out like that. And then we have this tag. So it's very shabby, kind of romantic, Halloween. I love it. Okay, center of our second signature is a total of 4 signatures. And I love, for me, I personally prefer pages with lines, so I appreciate that. It's pretty witch. We got another hidden paper clip. We got a tag. Look at those candles. Yeah. All right. So then here we've got this pocket with the haunted house. Well, it might not be haunted house, but it's a pink house. And this opens like that. And that cute little tag. So much fun. All right, here we have this little pocket with another witch's brew. We've got several things in here. And let's look inside this envelope. Ah, flowers with a spider. So again, that little circle holds that envelope closed. All right, another sweet little, this looks like a little girl dressed as a witch ready to go trick-or-treating to me. All right, and I love these printed lines that you get. It's got kind of a little banner up here. So I just put a little tuck spot there. This is created for you in the kit. We've got the witch tack, and then this opens up like that. Look at the spooky mummy teddy bear. Who would have thought? I would have never thought to make a spooky teddy bear, but boy, that looks good. Okay, so here you've got a page without any lines, but definitely a journaling page. And look at all this cute spider effect you get on the side there. And then look at that puffy, that spider's getting ready to give birth, I can tell. All right. This pretty page with this gorgeous lantern and the gate. And then the center of the next signature. And we have these 2 pull-out tags. And this gorgeous haunted house. Another page without any lines. And a nice pocket created for you. I super love this ghost. I did some stuff. I did some paper piecing with the ghost last year too. You got to check out my other 2 videos. You know, like I said, I will link those below. So we got 3 little pull-outs there. And over here, we've got the owl with her witch hat and another side tuck and a skeleton lady again and a spooky black kitty. And then one of my favorites, the lined pages. I used Hocus Pocus and turned that into a little tuck spot for these cute little ephemera. Look at the pink coffin. Who wants to be buried in a pink coffin? Raise your hand. All right. Then I used another one of her postcards as a pocket. And we have these 2 tags and this journaling fold out. The neighbors just got home. They've been gone for like a month, and so the dogs are kind of going crazy. But look at all these clustering and how beautiful all these things come together. Just love it. Then we've got this beautiful, I can't even emphasize enough how much I love these big tuck pockets. So we've got her again. I think we saw her once before. And this tag. And then we have this envelope. We have this envelope, and this opens up like this. And that's what's inside. All right. And I always put something that holds the envelope closed. So, like that. All right, and then over here we got a teeny little pocket. We've got another Witch's Brew drink there. And we've got the little kitty and this 2 little tags that fit in there. And then we have our last signature pop out. And we've got these 2 pull-outs. So many great images. Look at that. Look at that spider. I'd be really scared if I saw that spider. So those tuck in the back here. And then I have this little kitty pull out. And I used one of the words, haunted. Over here it says cauldron. And we have the kitty and this pull out. And then we have this little tag here. And then back here we have another one of the longer pullouts with the witch legs and this. All right. I'm going to have to learn to do some different kinds of pop-outs, but until then, I like these. Look at the spooky cupcakes. Goodness, you wouldn't want to eat that one with the spider landing on it, but all right. So another lined page. I used a pocket here created with the kit, and we've got the spooky mummy teddy bear and the owl on the back. And then we have this tag. Oh, goodness. There we go. All right. Are we still? There we go. All right. This page is kind of like the inside cover. Let's see. So back here, we have this beautiful pink house. And that opens up. So that tucks back in the back. And then here, ooh, look at that skeleton. Well, it's not a skeleton, it's a skull. So we've got that pull out and these 2 tags. And then Boo right in the front. And we've got these 2 little images. And this says, for a charm of powerful trouble, like hell broth, boil and bubble, double, double toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble, by the pricking of my thumbs, something wicked this way comes. That was a mouthful. Okay. Then we have a hidden paper clip. This pulls down, opens up, and we have these 2 pull-outs and that lovely tuck pocket. And then here in the back, because I mean, you know, Halloween requires photos, right? So I have a place where you can put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 photos. And then you can tie that closed with this so that if it needs to expand, you can use this to let it expand. All right, that is the project. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you will head over to Picaboo Creek Designs and check out this kit. And I hope you'll check out my other 2 videos with this kit from last year. All right, you guys have a happy scrappy day. Thanks for watching. Bye.